Hey guys, again, it's Chris DeClerc with Delta Plastics and Pipe Planner. I'm here with Jeremy Bullington in the tractor with Greenway. We've got a different system here. We just wanted to show you how to collect that elevation via documentation. So Jeremy, take it away, show us how to get it all set up and how that data can be taken over into Pipe Planner.
Okay, so again, we're here on our GS3 2630. So first thing we're going to do is actually set up documentation. So from our home page, we're going to hit Menu, GS3. From that GS3, we make sure that we're at our GS3 main. Then we're going to hit our resource button. So from resources, we're going to hit client. For our purposes today, we're going to set up a new one. We're going to call it test client. For the farm, new, test. And for our field. Now, if you are set up and already have a client farm field created, you simply select your client farm field. You don't have to create a new one. One thing to remember here is change our task. We're going to swap it down to say tillage. So we have tillage documentation created. One thing to also important is make sure that we're in the proper year. Next thing we do is we hit our equipment button on the far right hand side. Since we're in a tractor, it's going to populate the tractor that we're in, and it populates the serial number. Our recording source is going to be manual. So since we're going to do tillage, we're going to make up that we're running a disc, and it's going to populate the widths and things for us. Next button we're going to push is our document. Once we put document, we need to make sure that it either is set for secondary tillage or for primary tillage, depending on what we want it to do. If you've got multiple operations on, make sure that you only have one operation running at a time. Okay. So we're on primary tillage, so we should be good to go here. So we can go simply back to our equipment button. So from our equipment button, we simply turn it on. You hear the display makes a sound and our red light starts to flash. The other thing that we're going to do here is now simply go to our guidance screen. We're going to set our auto track lines. So we're going to go 1, and we're going to go A plus heading. So we're going to go set A. So given our direction that we're setting currently, we're going to go plus 180 degrees and push accept. If we're happy with the way our line looks, we simply then put the machine in gear and start to ease forward.
Okay.
And as we start to ease forward, you're going to see that we start tracking on the line. As we're tracking on that line, what's going to happen is you see that the machine starts to paint blue behind it, and anywhere that machine goes, it's going to be recording behind it. Now, we don't have to use auto track in this situation. We can if we want to, but we're not required to use auto track. So if we're on our home page, you see that we're recording data and that our recording light's flashing and that we're painting blue. So if we want to turn that off, we simply go back to our GS3, back to our equipment, and turn our coverage and documentation off. Again, you get an auditory response when you turn it on and turn it off. So if you want to look back at what that looks like when you turned it off, you simply see that the documentation stops. So if you had multiple poly pads out there, you need to record in a different part of the field for different lines. We simply get turned a different direction, turn our coverage back on, and go back to our page. And you see now that we're recording again.
Anywhere where there's blue, that's showing recording.
That's showing that we're recording.
Okay.
One thing we don't have is we don't have a live elevation number that's rolling, but with all confidence, anytime that you see that it's painting blue and that we've got our red light flashing, we are recording data. So as long as that data is being recorded, we know that we're getting that information, so we're able to put it back into Pipe Planner once we get back into the office.
Great.